Hey guys, I want to point to something in John chapter 10, verse 11. Jesus said, and I quote, "I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." Wow. Jesus uses a very practical, farm-oriented parallel to communicate to the people of that time. And it reminds me of what King David said, who in fact was a shepherd. Moses was a shepherd. In the New Testament, they call pastors shepherds, and that we're the under shepherds, and Jesus is the chief shepherd. And, I grew up in the suburbs, but near me, it was rural. So as is the case with many places, there's urban and not too far away suburban and not too far away rural, just about everywhere. And so I got to watch a shepherd in action one time when my friend's dog saw the sheep and ran after the sheep. They started to scatter, and out pops the shepherd out of nowhere with a shotgun. And my friend called the dog off. And the shepherd was stern. He wasn't mean. He wasn't abrasive or abusive, but he was doing his job. He was really guarding, and he was vigilant. And he got the dog and grabbed his collar and pulled him away and got him away from the sheep. And I remember the sheep, they were agitated, they were upset. It was, and the shepherd was protecting them. And I thought about how David said, "The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want." Now that's a little unclear to me. One translation says, "I shall not lack." I understand that a little bit better. Because the Lord is watching over me, things are covered. It's a confidence-producing idea when Jesus says, "I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." He says, "He who is a hired man," the King James says a hireling, "and not a shepherd," just somebody that's just passing through, that's just trying to get a job, "who is not the owner of the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and flees, and the wolf snatches them and scatters them. He flees because he is a hired hand and is not concerned about the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and I know my own, and my own know me. Even as the Father knows me, I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep." That's pretty amazing. Jesus cares about us to that level. So when people would hear this, they would immediately understand. He leads me by quiet waters. He leads me into green pastures. He restores my soul. I saw a video that a pastor had done in the Holy Land, and he quoted this verse, and he had a video of these stark, dry-looking hills. And he said, this is actually literally where David would have probably grazed his sheep or observed sheep. And he said, look, these aren't the green pastures that people say in the heartland in middle America would think about, the breadbasket with just fields and fields of green. It was dry, but then he would come with the camera, and between the rocks and in the shadows, there would be these tufts of grass and these, really rich vegetation. There wasn't a whole lot of it, but then it showed a Bedouin shepherd leading the sheep into this environment. And additionally, I read of a sheep farmer that wrote a book from a shepherd's perspective that the green pastures in the morning have dew on the grass. So not only do they get the food, they get hydration. So, David said, early in the morning will I rise up and seek you. So today I want to remind you, the Lord is your shepherd. He's the good shepherd. He's laid his life completely down, and that because of it, you shall not lack, you shall not want. Trust God for that and go forward in today's journey with that confidence that he is faithful to watch over every area of your need. God bless you.